What's up, millionaires? It's your boy Millionaire E coming at you with a movie review. Now, the movie we're going to be watching or talking about is Spider-Man Across the Spiderverse. Now, before we get started, spoiler alert for anyone who's not seen the movie yet. I do not want to spoil it for you. And there are going to be some, not some major, they may seem major and minor spoilers, but tread at your own risk. Now, before we get started, the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to talk about the good things that I liked about the movie. The things that were like, I don't know about. I kind of didn't know if that went well. And then I'll give you the final verdict of the movie. So, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is basically the second and a half movie to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Now, what I mean is, Spider-Man Into the Across the Spider-Verse, basically, that's a part one movie, and then the part two, which is Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, is going to be in 2024, which is sad. But hey, we gotta wait for a good movie, just like we did with, I believe it was Endgame and Infinity War. So this movie is about, Miles. Well, the first movie, which is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, is about Miles Morales becoming Spider-Man and him meeting these different versions of Spider-Man. So Spider-Gwen, Spider-B Parker, May Parker, Spider-Ham, and Spider-Noir. And in the second movie, it continues on that where he's basically kind of trying to be like, he's 15 and he's trying to grow up, basically. He's trying to do his own thing. Well, everybody's telling him not to do something different when he's trying to do his own thing. And the things that I really liked in this movie, because in this movie, they have like the Spider-Verse, there were only like, I believe it was five characters that were basically from different dimensions. In this movie, Across the Spider-Verse, they had a whole bunch of them, and I can't even get an initial count of how many Spider-Man were in there. And that's the first thing that I love, because y'all know I love me like the Spider-Verse, because it's like you've got so many different Spider-Mans that are all like have different powers. They look really different from other Spider-Man, and it's so cool to see. And that's what you see in this movie. It is an abundance of different Spider-Mans. And one thing that I really did like is they actually put some Spider-Man, they'll put like little cubes or squares that tells you what Earth they're from, which is really cool. And the thing is, like I said, I loved seeing that. And one of the things I saw, I was like, wow, that's super cool, is they actually had Spider-Man from the Insomniac series, like Marvel Spider-Man, basically, from the game. And then they also had gameplay in it, like somebody playing like a game of Spider-Man Marvel, which I think is funny. So it was really cool to see all those different characters and see all those Easter eggs. Like even, like I tell you, I was not born into that. I don't think I was born in that era, but he was my favorite Spider-Man. They showed like one clip of Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and then they also showed Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, I loved it, which was really cool, because I love those two Spider-Mans. Tom Holland, he's cool and all, but I'm like, I like the originals. So yeah, that was cool, because they had so many Easter eggs from comics, from movies, and then also Lego. Like there was a Lego dimension, which was cool. So basically, I like how the movie basically connects all of the MCU movies, all the Spider-Man MCU movies together, because it makes a path for other things you can do after that. Now another thing is the art. Now the art in here, like in the first movie, was kind of like you're reading a comic almost, basically, but you're watching a movie. And in this movie, it was more like it was magnified, basically. What I mean is like I'd say it was close to like looking at an artist's art. For example, watching Gwen's scenes with her father looked like a painter painted a picture. Like the colors were like really vibrant. And then another thing as well was it was the music and all of, how the music in different sections. Like I kept on thinking that the movie was going to end because it seemed like it was at an ending point, but no, they kept on doing it, which is really cool. And then they had like at the end, like at the real close to the end movie, they had this really creepy song, which was creepy, but it was cool, which I ain't gonna tell you because it was a major spoiler. Y'all gotta see that. I will tell you, this movie was wild. So one of the things that I was kind of like, okay, I don't understand that is because basically everything is the Spider-Verse or the spider web connects, and it's called the Spider-Verse, of course. But Miguel doesn't call it that, and it connects everything. And what he explained is there are points of called canon points, I believe, and or canon points, or it's something that's canon. And basically, what that means is there's a point in that universe that there's supposed to be a tragedy in each one of the Spider-Man's universes, of course. And if something basically, messes that up, it creates a catastrophe. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because Spider-Man, what he did was Miles Morales, essentially, basically saved this chief because this chief was going to die because he was trying to save this girl. Now, and Miles Morales saved them both, which ended up causing a catastrophe. And what really confused me was, I was like, okay, is it that all the Spider-Man have to go through and then also I forgot to tell you, that also leads to them telling Spider-Man or Miles Morales that his father is going to die because his father is a chief and his father's going to basically die. And Spider-Man's like, or Miles Morales, yeah, Miles Morales is like, no, y'all are crazy. And what ends up happening is, he kind of runs away and stuff. And I'm just like, okay, so is it that each Spider-Man has to go through a tragedy, or is it each Spider-Man has to, like, the chief of Gwen Stacy's father has to die? It was a little confusing for me as much. And then another thing and that's kind of, they didn't really, I feel like they didn't explain that. And then, yeah, other than that, I was like, it was a really good movie, honestly. And I mean, there was other things, yeah, all the other stuff that I loved about the movie were phenomenal. And I tell you, I kid you not, there were major points. Like the last part was a major point in the movie. I was like, oh my god. I was surprised too, because I had seen some I'd seen some spoilers. They were teensy bit spoilers, but I was surprised when I watched the movie, y'all. So yeah, like I said, the only thing was the whole canon thing. How basically somebody had to die for that Spider-Man to be who he is. It kind of confused me, honestly. And if y'all know about it, if y'all seen the movie and kind of understood it, just kind of explain in the comments if you can. But I encourage y'all to check this movie out. And if you have not seen like the first one, I would encourage you to watch the first one first so you can understand the character of Miles, and then you'll understand everything in this movie. But remember, y'all, like the video, share with your fam, and if you're subscribed, click that bell icon to be notified for more videos. And I'll see y'all in the next video, y'all. Bye, y'all. Have a blessed day, Mooners, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.